has become our go-to for every information that we want, be it directions, contact numbers, or meanings. Google is very helpful in finding something that we need. But sometimes knowledge is not power. In fact, it can be outright scary and disturbing, especially coming from the internet. Today at Simbly Curious, we are listing out the top 10 things that you should not Google. Number 1. Anything criminal. I hope you have seen enough films and series to know that there are various surveillance teams that are constantly tracking antisocial and criminal searches on the internet. You may be simply curious to know how a bomb is made, but even before Google gets you an answer, your IP address will be visible to the surveillance teams and you could get into a lot of trouble. So be careful. Number 2. Your name. It is always fun to see the search results for your name, isn't it? But often this can leave you feeling extremely insecure as you realize the lack of privacy on social media sites and the presence of a tremendous amount of outdated information or irrelevant content, not to mention several bad photos. And if you see something that you want to delete, that may be easier said than done. So it is better not to Google your name. Number 3. Your symptoms. With Google at hand, who needs a doctor? The first thing that we do when we have a symptom is Google it. But Google only throws up search results for the symptom that could be related to 1,000 medical conditions, leading you to believe the worst. Rather than self-diagnosing or relying on Google, visit a real doctor and keep your sanity and health intact. Number 4. Cancer. The term cancer scares the daylights out of people. It is indeed a terrible disease that often kills you even before you are dead. And unfortunately, there are so many types of this disease with symptoms that could be very common for other many harmless conditions that you end up assuming you have the dreaded disease and start panicking. So stop assuming the worst. It may be good to be aware of the possibilities, but do not assume that Google knows it all. Number 5. Skin conditions. Have you seen images of skin diseases? If you try Googling a simple skin rash, you will freak out by the number of disturbing images that pop up in the name of relevant results for your search. They can make your insides churn, so please do not look them up. And surely do not search for image results of any genital infections. Number 6. Smoker's lungs. While this is on the list of things you should not search, I feel all the people who smoke or would like to try it out should take a look at all the images out there about the effects of smoking or chewing tobacco. If that does not deter you or make you quit, then I'm sure your fate is sealed. Number 7. Giving birth. The joy of giving birth and parenthood is highly celebrated. And this joy comes with unbearable pain. Watching scenes from films can make you squirm in your seats. But trust me, the real deal is 100 times more disturbing. If you are a woman and have not experienced childbirth, then please do not Google this. This is one information that will not make you more prepared, but will rather discourage you from having children at all. Honestly, as scary as it is, your body and modern medicine give you the strength to deal with it when time comes. Number 8. Bed bug infestations. Oh, those horrendous monsters who give you sleepless nights and attack your skin. Those who have experienced bed bugs will know exactly what I mean. Bed bugs are the worst household pets and they multiply like crazy. A one-off incident gives me goosebumps. But can you imagine what a bedbug infestation will look like? Don't even try Googling it because the sight of it will make you shudder. Number 9. Dangerous animals. The world is full of deadly creatures, and in the battle of survival, you will be alarmed to know how many of these creatures are native to your region. Unless you want new phobias, I suggest you do not Google this. The world and God's creations are beautiful, but once you start seeing the threat in most of them, you will never want to travel or explore the world. Number 10. Anything you don't want to see ads of. We always have so many questions troubling us, and Google is our best friend, especially when it comes to questions that we may be embarrassed to ask anybody else. But beware, Google keeps track of your queries, and this information is shared with advertisers. And before you even get answers to your issue, you will be flooded with ads popping up each time you open a new page. And this can get very embarrassing if you are at work or using a public or shared computer. What do you think of this list? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit the like button, share it with your friends and family, and stay tuned to Simbly Curious for more such amazing and interesting videos.